Welcome to another segment on how to raise brand awareness for your business. We continue with our strategy to grow brand awareness and topping up your conversion funnel by casting the net wide and starting with helping them find you without intent. While they are dreaming and researching for their own special solution, satisfier on their own unique customer journey in their own space and time. And that's why I am referring to it as finding you by accident, because they don't necessarily know about you at this stage, and we are helping them find you without knowing your brand name necessarily or what you deliver, sell, and so on. In the last segments of the training, we dealt with how effective video marketing, images and reviews are to help people surf into your domain, into your territory, and the how-to tips I'm sharing with you help you do it easier, quicker and cheaper. And today is no exception. As we quickly recap on what we have dealt with so far, we have shown you various inexpensive and cheap ways right at the top of the funnel where we are casting the net wide to generate traffic to your business and to help them find you. We've talked about search engine ranking performance, and SEO in previous trainings. If you haven't yet seen them, go back and look through the content. We've shown you how to use video and images. I haven't yet dealt with blogs. We will get there. Social media we've demonstrated through all the segments of your funnel how important social media is. We have in this group a training on Facebook ads, how to advertise for page likes, put it out there in your attracting your real ideal customer into your page on a tiny budget to grow your audience. We've dealt about website tips to attract people to your page, the importance of mobile marketing and word of mouth and reviews. Free stuff we will come to as downloads and lead magnets. And the next section after this training is going to be location or local marketing. But for now, we are still on the topic of social sharing, user-generated content, and how reviews help your prospects become customers. We demonstrated here how reviews influence research and buying. 35% of your audience are less likely to buy with no reviews. And 32% will go elsewhere to do more research. And you definitely don't want that to happen. You have to captivate their attention and keep them in your camp, have got their money out and are ready to buy. So reviews have an enormous impact on these early stages of the customer journey. We've demonstrated how reviews and user-generated content influences these parts of your customer journey, i.e. awareness and interest. But the interesting thing to just point out here with your review strategy is that it is a continuous cycle. As reviews are influencing these people to come further in and help them with their research and booking decision, you want at this stage to be getting those people who are experiencing your service to share their content and in turn influence your new customers. Next, the effective ways to leverage your review strategy is to work with people who have influence and will share their opinions and advice. This brings us today to influencers and brand advocates. Sometimes you just have to be obvious and ask people directly to do things for you, but strategizing with intent can get these people to influence a lot of new leads into your sales funnel by you working with them to create and share their opinions and their content. But just before I go on to the actual training, is there anything that's bothering you from the previous trainings? Have you got any questions, even comments and examples that you've used? Please share, comment below, let us know what you're finding difficulty with, and I'll be too happy to hop on and help you make progress and move on. So today, influencer marketing. The question is, how do we harness the power of influencers and brand advocates or ambassadors or prophets? Influencer marketing is about individuals who are a trusted authority in their area of expertise, and you can define and specify the conversations or social proof they give you around a given topic, your product, your company, your service, etc. It is a more intentional strategy where you are now getting people to talk in a way that you are managing. You're more in control of what these people are saying about your brand. Let's talk a bit about why influencer marketing is so important. Because they help you with social proof. And at the top, they tell believable facts without putting too much effort into it. Expert social proof is when an industry thought leader approves of your product and is prepared to share that approval in a blog, in a post, by being quoted or photographed enjoying your product or service. Another kind of social proof is link building when people share your content. We've demonstrated in a previous training with the SEO training how Google loves link building and loves it when people share important content to your page or your platforms. And then here it's about numbers. I like to call it FOMO social proof, fear of missing out. The use of numbers show that lots of people are following you, using your product, and starts making people wonder if they might be missing out. Big numbers have a high influence, and that's why I'm constantly asking you to strategize, to grow your audience, to get a big following, to get your fan page following to grow. And finally, the fourth type of social proof is social sharing and user-generated content, which attracts traffic and it provides positive feedback for users, typically taking the form of reviews and testimonials, but also word of mouth, which is definitely your best form of social proof and carries more weight than anything else. Let's start talking a bit more about why influencer marketing is so important to you. Well, first of all, millennials are a big deal, and according to eClincher and studies they've done, 70% of millennials are influenced by peer recommendations. Millennials actually outnumber baby boomers, who are possibly your current market, who've got the money to spend. Millennials are now more than 75 per million of your potential market, so they are going to become the dominant force behind e-commerce and online marketing worldwide. Consider that 7 out of every 10 millennial makes a buying decision because of opinions of their peers. That's really big. Influencers with tens of thousands of followers are going to be able to market your product much better than TV ads or anything else to this audience. We are looking at some statistics about what works for brands. Influencer marketing and email tied first place when marketers were asked for their most cost-effective online customer acquisition channel. narrowly beating organic search, which we have dealt with, and 51% of marketers believe they acquire better customers through influencer marketing. We have dealt with organic research. We haven't focused on paid ads because we're talking small business marketing here, and most of us don't have big budgets for Google ads. Or are you running your Facebook likes ad? That's critical on a tiny budget. If you do have big budgets, there are many agencies out there who are prepared to help you. Your online ads, I suggest instead of muddling around on your own, you go and get proper advice so you get maximum return on investment. Just want to point out again, I did show here that influencer marketing and email marketing. Very soon on the agenda on this page, I'm going to do a small series of email marketing training. It is such a valuable tool for small business. Build your email list, build a relationship with these people, and you can convert them to customers by nurturing them down the sales funnel. I just want to show you quickly some more stats before we move on. The most effective platform for influencer marketing is blogs. So we are going to deal with blogs. But the point I want to make here is Facebook's next. And then after that, YouTube, and then Instagram and Twitter. So reiterating the fact that I'm harping on the role of social media marketing, and specifically, until you've cracked it, your emphasis on Facebook. I rest my case, Joanna. I'm giving you the best tools I can, so pay attention to that. I want to talk to you next about how effective an influencer marketing strategy is for different objectives. It's raising brand awareness first, increasing customers' loyalty, and then driving sales. So you can see here, you've got enormous figures here of how important this tactic is to drive awareness, our main objective right now, but further down the line to nurturing your audience, building loyalty, and then taking them down the funnel to convert into sales. So why wouldn't you use this strategy? I hope I've demonstrated it's very important, and by the way, a reminder, it is very cheap, but let's look first at who these people are. Know them so that you can strategize and manage your reputation effectively. The people who speak up and engage are a small percentage of your audience. Hence the important digital marketing focus on growing your audience and my emphasis on doing the maths. Work on 10% of your audience being the ones who help your reach, who influence others, who make the difference to your marketing success. If you have got a big enough 10% to sustain your business, you're in safe territory. It's important to focus on growing along with the other stuff you are doing in your funnel to constantly grow on bringing more leads into the top of your funnel. So who are these brand influencers? First of all, they are people with a big or a growing following. They are niche thought leaders and might therefore have a significantly smaller following, but nevertheless are incredibly influential. They are people with social influence. Social media users now turn to influencers for information and entertainment more than ever. According to Influencer Orchestration Network research, 86% of women who use the experience of social influencers before making a purchase. The same source also suggests that 51% of social media marketers say that videos produce the best return on investment. And we've dealt with that. So you see, you are spot on, cutting edge here with the how-to tips I'm giving you to grow your marketing success and marketing strategy. The next one is in the know trendsetters, who can also be early adopters and are very handy to use when you are coming out with new products and need people to get the word out for you and test and trial and give commentary. And then a very important point is people who fit your business, because if they don't fit your business, they can very negatively impact on your brand. And when I say fit your business, the look, the language, the comments they make, the audience they have that follows them, and what they get up to. You don't want a brand ambassador who is suddenly going to get into a scandal and create a very negative impact on your business. How you find these people in your business. Please refer to your worksheet. This is important for you to note, and I challenge you to go straight from this training and start finding these people with a view to putting your action plan in place to leverage the influence they can have on your business. In our ideal customer avatar training, I have shown you how to go into individual profiles. There you will see who your tribe follows. Make a note of those, and there will come people who more than one follow, who you start picking up, exert big influence on your tribe. Those are the people for you to start listing and connecting with. Search keywords both on Facebook and in Google. By using keywords in your business and finding blog writers, people who are putting videos together of how-tos, those are a great source of expert influencers. Trending content, what are people saying that's very trending, that is trending, that's commentary, where people are listening to their opinions and following conversations. Public speakers are a source of influencers. A lot of them have a big following, and by getting them to endorse your brand, having your picture taken with people, other people recognize, very significant. And of course, writers, blog writers, authors, opinion makers. Who are the opinion makers in your society that fits, remember, fits your brand? So please make a note of those. Go and look in each of those 6 and go and find a couple of people in each of those areas and start connecting with them, introduce them to your brand, and start implementing this strategy. What makes your brand influencers tick? They will always ask what's in it for them. Some of them will be in it for the recognition, to boost their ego, and the exposure you can give them to increase their own audience. So you need to identify what is their motivation for working with you and help your influencers achieve their objectives. Let's talk about how you can actually work with these influencers. Always a first early release or trial is a great way to go, because they want to be in the know. By being the first to tell other people about something, they are in turn going to get their recognition. So giving them VIP recognition whilst giving them demo of a product is a sure way to get influencer marketing to work for you. And it's not going to cost you a lot. Just a trial, a test, or a free product. We've demonstrated ad nauseum how reviews and testimonials help. Get them on video and share them, and get them to share them. Get them to endorse the content you are creating with them. It is both for their recognition, improving their awareness as well as your own. Another important way to work with these people is to share their content, tag them, share their content to your audience. It gives them the exposure they need. Invite them to events as VIPs. Support their promotions. Offer them prizes. Offer them vouchers. They're always looking for a way to build their audience and need incentives to do that. If you can work with them in that way, it's fabulous to do. Here is a pro tip for you. To use them and to create brand awareness for your own business, a little pro tip from Facebook. When you go to like another page, don't just click on the like or the follow button. Go to these little three, i.e. more buttons, and it'll give you the option to like as your page. When you click there, you get the drop down to select which page you want to like as. What does that do? It suddenly makes them, the influencer who you are engaging with, aware of your page. The next one I want to talk about is the brand advocates work slightly differently. They are leading the crowd because they love you. They carry your banner high. And because customers are most influenced by their family and friends, this is a very valuable group because these people are generally in the tribe. They are inviting their tribe to become part of your tribe, your community. 86% of female shoppers put more trust in product recommendations from real people, industry bloggers, and people they know, more than celebrities. 66% of customers trust online customer reviews, and 60% make purchases from brands they are familiar with and trust. And who creates that trust? This Okie here in the front, who is singing your praises. So, who are your brand advocates? They are existing happy customers. They may already be doing brand advocation, putting the word out there for you more than you realize, and you are probably taking it for granted. It pays to identify them and implement a strategy to treat them with TLC. And the way to find them is ask new customers who told them about you. Find a person or a team who are most passionate about communicating with customers and who understand social media and social sharing. They are the people who are prepared to put their reputation on the line for your brand. They are very seldom motivated by reward. And rewarding them with unexpected kind can be a very good strategy. They often convince others by their own credibility because they have respect within their tribe, often a leader, an older person, influencing, very sociable youngster. Those kind of people are the people who defend and support your brand, are willing to praise, and are happy to speak up on your behalf without too much investment. My advice to you is invest in them, plan to work with them, and involve them in your marketing strategy. Think about what makes them tick now. They might want to be quite anonymous and private. Their thing is more about involvement than recognition. Find the easiest ways you can help them. Ask them for advice. These people are very, very valuable to your business and will often be the ones who give you advice before things happen, before things blow up. Identify them, know them, and work with them. It's going to stand your brand in such good stead. And how do you work with them? Well, the first thing is to train them to be brand ambassadors. Talk to them. You may have to coach them in what to say, where your material lies. For example, with a golf club, if it's a membership brand ambassador, make sure they know what your packages are, what the rates are, what the incentives are, where they can find the information to refer people to. Solicit their reviews and reward referrals in kind, as I've said. Give them unexpected thank you. Give them exclusive invites. One of my great things in the restaurant hotel industry is to get these people in for a chef's table. Get them to test a new menu, a new product first. These are the kind of people who are the first ones to have a look at a refurbished restaurant, who come and have a look at a new product. And before you do those new products, ask for their opinions and ideas. They are loyal and they love to feel like they've had impact on your business going forward and can really make a difference to where you invest money and how successfully you put the message across through them and with their blessing. Let's do a little comparison before we come to the end of this training about how the two compare. So your influencers are experts and celebrities, whereas your brand advocates are satisfied customers. These are more short-term, they're probably more fickle. They'll hang around for as long as they need you or you add value to them. These guys are there for the long haul. They are there because they want to be, because their value is more emotional, more intrinsic, and your job is to turn them into loyal customers and look after them. These people are very good for creating a buzz. So for a promotion, for a launch, for brand awareness, they are fantastic. These people are going to become more important down your funnel as they start convincing people that you are the right business to be involved with. People trust brand advocates, people they know, more than celebrities. Their popularity is important to them and motivates them. Brand advocates are motivated by the fact that they're helping their friends, that they are making a difference to information that is going to their friends. These people are, their passion is a bit iffy. Some days it might be good, some days it might be bad. Who's helping them more than you? As I've said, a bit fickle. These guys have genuine passion for you. They are part of your tribe, influencers in your tribe. They're already part of your family. These people have their own agenda. It's about their own popularity and recognition, their egos, whereas these people, it's about your business. They want your business to succeed and therefore indirectly impact on their happiness, the value you give to them. These people generally need incentives, so product, trials, sponsorship and exposure, whereas these guys just want you to live up to your word, keep your promises, and just keep doing a good job. And when we talk about reputation management, these are the great guys to help you with when you have made a mess up, that you admit it and you promise to do well next time. And by having these people on board, that message is going to filter through that much more effectively. Okay guys, so you've got a worksheet. Please go and identify your brand advocates and influencers. Go and find 5 in each category and start implementing a strategy to work with them. Not everyone is going to be effective. As some of them don't work for you, there's not a good fit, find more. Just keep topping up, but always have a few, at least 5 that are either in the system, that are working along with your strategy, or that are in your plan to bring into your business. These guys are great return on investment of effort and planning and research. Generally don't cost you a lot of money. Once again, how small business can attract leads without spending lots of money. Our next training is going to be about location marketing, the impact mobile has on people finding your brick and mortar, finding your business, and how valuable and again inexpensive and relatively easy it is to attract people that are nearby in that I want it now moment. Until the next training, thank you for joining me. Bye-bye.